everyone. So this is a brief showcase of my newest creation for Starfield. This is a Crimson Fleet Hab collection. So it's a full set of Habs with a Crimson Fleet theme. You can build a full ship with these. I'm going to showcase some of the details, where you can get them, and what kind of functionality they carry. This is now out on the Creations store for 500 creation credits. It comes with 7 Habs and 1 cockpit, and together they make a full ship. I hope you like it. Let's get to it then. So let's start the tour in the most important room on your ship, the captain's quarters. This is a 2x1 Hab. I have loaded into the Hab without any doors, so this is not connected to any ship. This is like a temporary holding cell where you can see all the clutter and all the furniture without it being disabled by any door connections to your ship. So depending on how you build these Habs, some of the items that you see on this video might have disappeared. You have your own lavatory, you've got the sleeping area, you are the boss, of course. I kind of really wanted to bring in the key to your ship, so the lighting and decorations are like a mirror of what the key looks like. You have your sort of a lounge area with a kitchen, coffee machine, and there is some storage in here, so not much. Mostly you would be putting things in your ship's cargo hold anyway, because it's the most safest there. And then you have sort of a navigations and desk or space, office space, I guess. This one works, so you can go to the star map from this. Lots of little details that I wanted to add in. And if you are in the Crimson Fleet, this mission board will work, so you don't have to go back to the key to get missions anymore. I am not in the key, fleet right now, because this is the temporary character that I jumped into. But yeah, this is the captain's quarters. Next up is one of my favorite Habs. This is the crew quarters. This is a 3x1 Hab, so it's quite big. It has 3 separate areas, and again, depending on where you put the doors, you might see some of these items like get disabled because there is a door. This is the gym room. All of the Habs are based on Hope Tech Habs, because I thought Hope Tech is like the space trucking thing company, so the Crimson Fleet would take those ships, steal the cargo, and sort of reuse the ship parts that from the ships they've stolen and taken over. So this is the gym room. Then you have a kitchen and like a lounging area. You got a bar with coffee things and a functional galley. You can cook here. A few sandwiches. Someone's a sandwich pirate, you see. Lots of clutter, tags, Crimson Fleet insignia. There's like a bar area. This is a lot of it is just cosmetic, like this cold fridge doesn't actually, do anything, but it looks cool. Beds for 4 friends you can sleep in. Also here, lavatory. Obviously, you don't want the crew using your room. No, you don't actually suck. I'm sorry I said that. I didn't mean it. Theirs doesn't work. They can't take the jobs over you, so no. And then sort of this lounge area with a beer fridge, a big TV, and I really wanted to pay attention to lighting. As you may or may not know, I worked on Starfield. I created some of the Habs that are in the game. Some of the Nova, Galactic, and Hope Tech Habs are made by me, so I tried to recreate that same level of quality in here. Though this is the crew quarters, 3x1, a very nice one. For this creation, I wanted to create some companion ways so that you can use them to build a bigger ship. This is the 1x1 cargo bay. It actually does add 700 cargo space, so it's both cool looking and functional for your ship. I always thought it weird that the cargo bay units didn't add that much cargo space to your ship, so I did that just that here and added you 700 cargo when you are using this hab. It's just mostly cosmetic. I don't remember, did I add any? There's a few containers, but I reckon you want to use your ship's cargo hold instead. There's a few storage crates here, a lot of static clutter. Here's another Space Pirate, Sandwich Pirate reference because I just really found that hilarious. So this is mostly just an aesthetic hab, but you do get that 700 cargo space to your ship. I'll show you the next small hab, which is the Armory. This is another 1x1 hab. The Armory, depending on where you put, like if you put the ladder, you get the full experience, but depending on where you put this on your ship, some of these things might disable. So before you make any changes to your ship, if you have stuff in some of these displays or the storage, please do remove those. They should go to your ship's cargo hold when these get disabled, but you know, just to be sure and safe, you'll want to empty these. So you get a lot of weapon cases that you can put your weapons into. A few mannequins will spawn here, so you can put space. Currently they are empty. They will spawn in once you place this as to be a part of your ship. There's some weapon racks, a few containers, ammo boxes. You can store all your things. You get a few pirate crew outfits with this, and this one will add 400 cargo space to your ship. So if you use this hab, it also not only works as a display and storage area, but you can also get 400 cargo space with this. It's a very small one, and again depending on where you put the doors, some of these might get disabled, so you'll want to fiddle around and see what works best for you. There's quite a few habs left to show you. Let's get to the next one. So as I was saying, do remember that I've just loaded into a temporary holding cell for these. To get all the clutter in these to appear, you have to have the habs as a piece of your ship for a while. The modules will spawn with all this clutter eventually, but upon putting it as a part of your ship, because it's not static clutter, it won't appear immediately. So when you use these habs, at first they will look really empty. This is the workshop cell hab. It has a lot of like tech pieces. I tried to emulate the engineering habs. The engineering habs in the base game do not have any functionality. They're just like aesthetic pieces if you want to build yourself a big ship. I didn't want to build habs without any function, so I added the workbenches here. So this is sort of a workshop and engineering hab. You have all the workbenches that you need: industrial, spacesuit, weapons, research, and here is the pharmaceutical one. There's a few storage containers here. This one is an unlimited one, so if you want to get cheaty, this one doesn't have it. Works the same way as the one in large, so you can easily access all of your materials and place them here when you start crafting. You can just put everything in here, take them and start crafting if you don't want to store them in your ship's cargo hold. They will use items from your cargo hold though. Half of this is sort of aesthetic and decorational, but it's still, I think, pretty cool, and it will allow you to have all your workbenches that you need with you when you are traveling. This one is one that I really like to connect with the flight deck or the cockpit of the ship. This is the control core or control center or computer core. So I combined another hab with this. Does two things. It has the computer core functionality, so you have like a server room. It has a few terminals, just lots of like servers, monitors, that sort of thing. And then it's also like a control center with a navigation console, some computers like navigation terminals, of course it's me. Of course, there's always copy. This one you can easily connect to your cockpit, so you'll have like a bigger computer and control center for your ship. Again, lots of neat clutter, engineering vibes, and I tried to again emulate the look of the key. This one isn't as scruffy as some of the other halves because it needs to be maintained a little bit more since it's computer stuff. This one is this is the last hab in this set. It's sort of I wanted to create the last Nova, the bar in the key, in a ship form. So I took some bar signs, I added a pool table, like a lounging area. You can use your hookah here. There's a laboratory, of course. This is a gaming center. Obviously, this is for gamers. There's like gamer fuel and 2 monitors for serious gamers only. Sort of lounging area, yeah. And then there's the pool table and a bar. You can cook here. There's some beer taps, a coffee, and beer center. So, yoink. So, not exactly the most functional one, but I think it goes well with the crew quarters if you're like trying to build a cool ship with all kinds of places that any space pirates would love to be pillaging the space in. I think it looks pretty neat. So the last one I'm gonna show is the cockpit, and for that we are going to go over to the Red Mile. In the Red Mile, it is in the Porima system. Porima 3 is the game eventually takes you there when you go race the Red Mile. There is a ship technician there, Lon Anderson, who will sell you Crimson Fleet Ship Habs. You can also go to the Key, and Jazz, the ship technician over at the Key space station, will also sell you these habs. But if you've taken out the Crimson Fleet and for some reason still want to have a Crimson Fleet ship, Lon will handle you, and you can always, even if you have taken out the fleet, you can still get these ship parts from the Red Mile. So we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna show you how to use these 7 habs to build yourself a full Crimson Fleet worthy spaceship.
Need something for your ship? All right, let's get
This
this
is the
over
guy,
with.
Lon
So I
Anderson.
can get back to what I was doing. Why not?
So I really like the Kepler. I got it from Stroud Eklund, and it almost fits all of the habs that I added into the game. With a little bit of modification, you could also fit all 7 habs in, but I'm going to show you how to use most of them and use Kepler as a base if you're not a like a real shipbuilder guy like I am. I really want a pretty ship with lots of functionality, but I am not great at shipbuilder. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to modify this ship, and we're going to start with the all-in-one berth, and we're going to replace that. Where are habs? With the Crimson Fleet, you can find them in the habs menu. I'm gonna replace it with the workshop. This captain's quarters from Stroud Eklund is going to get replaced by the captain's quarters from my creation. Below the docker there is a storeroom. We can easily replace that with our own. There is, at the end of the list, the Crimson Fleet storeroom. We're gonna put that there. For the computer core, we're gonna replace it with my control core. Tech core, here we go. Put that there. This cockpit is getting replaced by the Crimson Fleet Armstrong cockpit. I'll show you soon what is different about it. Where did the weapons go? I guess the weapons went. Under the ship is a 3x1 space. There is a storeroom again. but I'm going to replace it. And there is a Stroud companionway. I'm going to replace that as well. So we're going to put the Crimson Fleet Armory here. And under it, we're going to put the crew quarters, which is a bit longer hab, but it fits in this slot perfectly. As soon as I can get it to slot. There we go. So now we have the crew quarters, the armory, the captain's quarters, the storage bay, the workshop, the tech core, and somewhere in there is the armory. To complete the set, I think we're gonna change the colors to something a little bit more menacing. Here we go. I think it doesn't like that I removed the weapons. When I deleted the cockpit. There we go. Nominal. We got firepower. We got comm spikes. Conduction credits. We are good to go. Flight check. Good. Now that I modified the ship, the clutter is going to be gone, but worry not. Once you travel around a little bit, the clutter is going to appear in your ship. So here we are at the ship, fully built. So as you can see, the hab has a bit different lighting than normal. It has some Crimson Fleet decorations.
What can I do for you?
I brought over some of the clutter and decorations from...
Well, hello, sunshine.
Oh, they are so chatty. I'm gonna lock you guys in the cockpit. So the tech core is right next to the cockpit. The clutter is here, not here right now, but it will be once you start traveling around. It appears like it does in the vanilla game. So the server room is here. You got your navigation. On this side, we have... Don't walk in here. This is my room. This is the captain's quarters. You're not supposed to be here. This is the captain's quarters. You got your lounging area, navigation, your boss room. What are you doing in my room? This character is not in Crimson Fleet. I have all my Constellation and Ranger buddies here. Yeah, so this is the captain's room. On the other side of the hall is the workshop. The workshop comes with all the workbenches.
It's good to see you.
Downstairs, plop, is the crew quarters. From here you access Redmar. Well, the landing bay. Some of the furniture gets disabled, so because there is a ladder here, the poker game you saw earlier is now disabled. So depending on where you want your doors to go, there should be a game here. And the gym is fully intact. Yeah. Okay, fine, I'll use the ladder, fine. Go upstairs. Upstairs, we placed the storage room. So that's all here. And because there's only a ladder up, nothing from here gets disabled, so it's all here on display. You break it, you pay for it. And here is when you are docking. Docker is here. So
jetpacks are the more traditional solution.
Shut up, Barrett. So yeah, the Kepler works really well for these habs. You can build a whole ship with nothing except the mess hall is now missing. I'm sure if you don't want the computer core, if you don't feel like the aesthetic hab, this one is for you. You could replace this one with the mess hall, so you'll have the bar. Maybe you can put the workshop in here. So then you, as you can see, all your friends are here. They're walking around, they're using things, they're looking at numbers. I don't know what she's doing. But you can build a full functional ship and everything will look exactly like all the clutter is going to match I worked very hard on this. This was a lot of work. I'm so proud of it. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. I hope you love it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I am hoping to build more faction related Habs, so this is the Crimson Fleet Habs. I'm also thinking about doing one for the 3-star Collective and 3-star Rangers, one for Constellation, one for Varun, and of course United Colonies and the Vanguard. So keep an eye out for those. I hope you enjoy this one, and I will see you in the next video.